Who is the most famous fictional character in history? This is like asking, what's the most influential band in the history of music? You're going to get a deluge of Beatles and Stones fans duking it out. But when we toss the question into the fictional realm, we've got a contender that's hard to argue against: Sherlock Holmes. Now let me paint a picture for you. Holmes isn't just a character. He's a cultural phenomenon. He's the detective who spawned not just a genre, but an archetype. The guy's been around since 1887, thanks to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and his influence is absolutely massive. Sherlock Holmes is practically the blueprint for the modern detective. Those cold, logical deductions he makes, the quirky personality, the slightly out-of-touch genius elements of his character can be found in detective stories everywhere. And we're not just talking about books here. Films, TV shows, video games, you name it. In TV alone, just think of shows like Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch or Elementary with Johnny Lee Miller. They've reimagined the character for new audiences over and over again. Then there's the miscellany, the tangential stuff that's spun off from Holmes's influence. The deerstalker hat, the pipe, the phrase "elementary, my dear Watson," which he never actually said in the text, go figure. These items are recognized globally, and they instantly evoke Holmes. And we can't ignore the fact that Holmes has been cited in real legal cases, where Sherlock's methods have been referenced as examples of proper deductive reasoning. It's a bit mind-boggling when you think about it. The guy's reach is so vast that despite, being fictional, there are some folks who believe Sherlock Holmes was a real person. That's the level of fame we're talking about. So, while living here in Portland, Oregon, not quite the foggy streets of London, I can pick up any mystery novel, and the echoes of Sherlock Holmes are there. That's a level of fame that transcends just being a household name. It's embedding into the cultural DNA. Even if you've never cracked open The Hound of Baskervilles or watched Holmes in action on the silver screen, chances are you know who he is, how he operates, and what makes him tick. In the land of famous fictional characters, Sherlock Holmes is, I dare say, the reigning monarch.